Fine. Not bad. We're doing good time considering it was such late notice. So nice work. How's everyone? How's everyone going? We might start from Adam and Mikkel. And first up, we're just gonna we'll start the ritual. We'll keep everything in alignment with what we've been doing. So why don't we start with Adam? And well, no, we won't do that. Actually, we'll go with the first person. So. All right, Nick, I'm looking at your tracker, bruh. Let me just get it up so everybody can see my screen. Cool, give me 2 seconds. Can everybody see my screen?
No.
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So, we are going to start with Nick. All right, so, Nick, why don't you run us through your week, man?
Me or Nick Mickle?
Ah, sorry, man. Yeah, Bennett.
Yeah, shit. Fuck, that's my bad. Yeah, Mike. All right. So yeah, so is that the right week?
Week 13.
Oh fuck, hang on. I didn't think I did that much.
Because this
My
is
week 13. Oh no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
sweet.
So why don't you run us through how your week went, man? Obviously, we can see your numbers. We can see your numbers there, so not bad considering you smashed. Well, obviously the goal is to get 21 invites. Sent out 21 tools. You did 29. Sent out 27. Did 2 presentations, which is a massive improvement from last week, dude. So well done on that. What trainings? Obviously, an area which a lot of people still need to improve on, but we're getting better. Follow-ups is strong. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it as you can see, like as the week kind of goes on, the numbers dwindle, and that is purely because like that Sunday I spent a lot of fucking time trying to find those 15, if that makes sense. Like I'm spending more time looking for people than inviting now because my list is so burnt through.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just a case of getting out there, meeting new people, chucking more on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a case of I had a bit of a free day today, which was pretty productive today. Had Skype call through to Philippines and a couple of trainings with Kano and got Molly inviting and stuff like that. But just, yeah, that's all I can think of is my list is dwindling to the point where it's almost re-invites now, which me and Kano were talking about before, that re-invites, we're just going to use, should we put them as follow-ups?
With the re-invites? Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Yeah, sweet.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Nice work, man. We'll cover off when I go back and review my part, which is the top bit, which is everybody's put together. We can have a little bit of a chat and talk about things. But I mean, yeah, like there's been big shifts with you, dude. We've been talking all week. I'll fill everybody in on that later, but huge improvements, man. So it's definitely something to be proud of. And obviously, with this new game plan that you've got in place for, just being able to help run yourself a lot more efficiently, I definitely see those numbers increasing 10x. So not bad, dude. Not bad at all. Down here, down the bottom, I don't know whether you're tripping or not, but did you have 32 guests at 16 different parties on Wednesday?
Yeah, I definitely did not put those numbers in. I totally did not do that. I wasn't even there Wednesday night.
Someone's, and what about, did you do 16 basic trainings and have 16
no, get rid of that.
people? No.
100% did not do that.
Oh, cool. That would have been nice if it had happened, but yeah, I think someone's been playing pretty right to the tracker. So I'm going to go through the tracker again for you guys after, but let's go to Kano. So again, Nick, nice work, man. Massive improvement. The main thing is that you're aware. Yep, so proud of you, dude. All right, Kano, you're up, bruh. So, fuck. 250. Oh, no, I keep on thinking that's invites. All right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so, Kano, why don't you,
He just dropped out.
He's not on.
Did he?
Nah, just dropped off.
Cool. That looks like we got 2 viewers on YouTube. So if you guys want to,
I'll message him and find out.
I'm on. Everyone see. Can't hear anything. So I'm guessing we started.
And that looks like the same thing for Kane.
Yeah, Kane usually has a bit of trouble, but obviously we've got some guys. We've got 3 viewers on the YouTube channel. Guys, if you can. Hey guys, if you guys can hear me and you can get onto the main call, keep trying. The YouTube channel, yeah, it's pretty hard if you want to communicate. But anyways, we'll come back to Kane. So Mikkel, you've got some serious numbers in there, and fuck man, this is a huge improvement on last week before. So up the top, dude, that's a good question. Did you 708?
I didn't put any of their numbers in there.
All right.
I haven't put any numbers in there yet. I've got all mine down on paper next to me here.
Oh, so you haven't put it in this tracker yet?
No.
Okay. All right. So. Oh, I wonder who put these numbers in then.
That's what I was trying to talk to you about the other day, because it kept coming up with numbers on my tracker, and I didn't know what the fuck they meant.
All right, I think people are getting just not looking at the names properly. It's the only thing I can think of. So guys, you got to be super careful when you're going in and putting the tracker numbers in, because I think what's happening is we're just going and putting them in and thinking it's our name, but it's not. So just be mindful of that. Is Kano back on the call? Is he?
Can you hear me? Can you hear Kane? Wait, Kane, talk.
Yo, how we doing?
Can you boys hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So Kano's here. He can talk if he wants.
Okay.
Just for the future.
All right, cool.
Proceed.
Yeah. So Kano, do you want to run through your numbers for the tracker?
Yeah, dude, I'll throw the numbers in. As we can see on there, pretty low when it came to the PV and that sort of thing. Had one girl come through with a half decent order for us. That was one additional select customer. As we can see, some reps come through. When it comes to following up, I think that's definitely one of my strengths. And what's actually happened is just through following up, we've actually had a few come through. Like we're doing that, alright, let's have a little bit more to look at it. So I had to do more of a chat with them and those sorts of things. So the next step is to go from there into 3-ways and that sort of thing. Tools, I always find that I'm getting a good amount of tools out, especially with my follow-ups. With my follow-ups as well, I'm only putting in follow-ups that I include in those my re-invites, only my brand new invites I'll put into there. So even those numbers there are a bit lower than the goal for the week, 8 out of 21. So I'm feeling very much like I need to be applying myself in areas where I can get that contact with people, which is exactly the reason why I'm going to get down to Melbourne, because I feel that although I'm putting a lot of time in, I'm not feeling like I'm being as productive as I need to be or want to be. So looking at those numbers there, the numbers don't lie. You can see where you need to improve, and as much as they are an improvement from last week when I just got in from Japan, they're still nowhere near where I need them to be and want them to be to grow the business to the size that I want it to be.
Nice, man. Okay, cool. Yep. Brilliant. So thanks for the update, dude. As we can see, goal achieved. As to the goal that we actually set out to get. Not bad. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. So, cheers for that, Kano. I'm going to go through it again and we'll summarize in a sec. So, Mikkel, you're up, bruh. How was your week, man?
Oh, I was pretty slow this week. Just some other shit going on. So, I didn't really push this as hard as what I wanted to, as we talked about the other night.
Yep.
With emotion with being pissed off at full-time job. and then trying to drag it over to this, I was finding when I was talking to people, I was more angry at it than, so I didn't want to come across like I was not running it properly, so I sort of tried to steer away from it a little bit, but I still got, say, 14 invites out, 7 cold markets, 11 follow-ups, and me and Adam were training today, so still did a bit, but I didn't touch on it as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
But figured out more with mindset and shift of mindset with my 2 jobs, so worked on that a bit more than anything else, which is sweet. So it's sort of woken me up to where I should be instead of where I am.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, cool. So your awareness is starting to rise around certain things, and obviously mindset's a big part of that, and obviously identifying when you're in those different states. And I'm going to talk a little bit about state management, ways in which we can really get ourselves in and out of state quite quickly. That's pretty much something that I've been focusing on a lot, researching it a lot this week. And Nick raised a valid question the other day, Nick Bennett, and I sent that audio to you guys, but we'll go into depth on that later. So okay, cool. Thanks for the update, Mickle. We'll come back again and we'll have individual chats, but just to keep this coming along nicely. Adam, why don't you run us through your numbers, pal?
Okay, pretty much all of that isn't right, but I've got them down here on paper. So
yeah,
this week
today then. Did you put those numbers in?
I put Saturday, Sunday, and that's it. No, I didn't put Saturday in.
All right. I wonder who the fuck is putting these numbers in then?
I don't know. You know when I called you the other day about the tracker?
Yeah.
This is why, because mine had all these numbers in there, and I didn't know what week was what, because this is fucking tripping me out.
You love tracking.
So what you need to do is go in and put zeros for everything, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody else should be touching anybody else's tracker. So guys, just be careful again, like whose name you're putting numbers in, because essentially you're pretty much fucking up your teammates. in the nicest way I can possibly put it, that's pretty much what's going on. So just be careful. But obviously each week, see how I've done this week. All right, and Nick's already in there updating his numbers now. But what I've done is I've gone and I've already reset it for you guys. Everything is at 0. All right. So, and then I've done that for the week after as well. Everything's at 0. Okay. So it's already done for you. We'll just leave this week as like a bit of a trial week. But why don't you run us through the numbers that you got, bro?
Okay. So Saturday was a massive day. I did 26 invites on Saturday alone. 26 all up, cold market. Went to the shopping centre in Robina and just went to jewellery shops, flight centres, suit tailors, all that sort of thing, which was it was more focused on personal development, because I struggle to talk to people, as Asher and that may know, so I'm trying to get past that and put everything that I'm reading into play. So we've got 34 invites, 27 follow-ups, 1 3-way. I had 14 tools sent out before having the 3-way, and I sent 1 set of tools out after the 3-way that we had with Asher. So those numbers are pretty much just trying to get out there and talk to people and get myself out of my comfort zone so that I get used to doing this sort of thing, because I've never done this sort of stuff before in my life. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Wow, dude, that's fucking epic, man. It's clapping up. It's not easy.
Yeah, brother, that's fucking epic.
It's not easy getting out there, especially when you're not used to talking to complete and utter strangers. And I think you'll find that it will go from not being easy to, well, okay, it's not easy, but how do we now that we're used to being uncomfortable? See, it's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's the uncomfortableness. It'll never go away. It always sticks, but you just learn how to manage it. Okay, so it'll shift from, wow, I'm in my head about talking to people, to, okay, shit, well, this is still uncomfortable, but it's not something that causes me severe anxiety where I can't do it. So now the new issue becomes, well, the issue isn't can I talk to people? The issue becomes, how do I influence people? Okay? And the real question is, if you learn how to influence, do you think that you'd be able to start to get more of your own way? Do you think you now be able to start to create some change, not only for you and your business, but you know, for the people that you bring in? So it's quite a powerful skill, you know, the skill of persuasion and influence. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit on that at the end. So I don't want to, you know, stick on it for too long. But let me just go up to the top here. Now, obviously, these numbers are fucking all over the place, right? So that's okay. Next week, the main thing is that we're starting to get used to what we need to do, okay? So let me just run through. So this here is geared for, you know, me to be able to just analyze the numbers and look at it, right? But let's have a look at Nick's. All right, cool. So each week, each day, starting from Saturday, you want to put what PV you got for that week, okay? So let's say me, I put, you know, my team, my organization put through 5K on a Saturday. I put 5,000, all right? Next day they put in 2,000, and so on, right? Each of you guys have got a level here of 12,500, okay? Because that's Emerald, okay? And that's ultimately what we're all striving to hit straight up. Am I making sense, everybody, so far?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we got 12,500 because that's our goal. That's what we want to be hitting. Okay, and then now we got brand new invites. We want to be throwing out and throwing down at least 21 of these bad boys. Okay, that's 3 a day. Do we want to exceed that? Yes, we do. But at the very least, we want to be doing 21 a week. Okay, so the idea is to smash that out of the park. The super achievers are going to be doing, I would say, at least 50 plus invites a week. Okay. And how do we get those numbers? Where do we get those people from? Network on purpose, guys. And you know, I've come up with Meetup, which we'll talk about in a second. I found this when I was over in Hong Kong. Some of you may have already heard of it. I came across this, you know, like 2 years ago now. So I'll tell you my story with that in a second. But, or maybe I'll tell you guys now. So with your brand new invites, how do you get your numbers up? Well, we go through these meetup groups, we see who's got the most number of people in those groups, and you watch them. You watch for the events they got coming up, when they're coming up, who's going to be attending. And just to give you guys an example, the meetup campaign that I'm working on at the moment is I've joined up all the Asian groups worth joining up. Let me just share my screen with you guys really quickly. I might as well take you guys through it now. So stop. Where is... All right, so you guys just get to see my pretty face for a second, so hold on. All right, here we go.
Good haircut, bro.
Me? Nah, it gets all the girls. All right, hang on. Here we go. Where is it? Yeah, okay, cool. So, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So, this is my profile. There's Azza up the top there when he had short hair. Looking like a pretty boy. There he is. Okay, so basically, all my groups are at the front here. Okay, so these are the groups I signed up for. I signed up for Language Connection because I'm learning Mandarin, and I can go there and I can speak with people who speak Mandarin. And obviously, my main focus and intention is opening up Asia. I don't see anything but doing that. You know, so I've got a lot of Asian groups in here, and obviously with the success and the fast-paced movement with opening up China, it's in everybody's best interest to start networking with more, you know, Australian-born Asians and just Asians in general that are here and residing in Australia. Okay, so Language Connection, Melbourne Asian Australian Going Out group. There's like fucking 2,500 people here, 1,500 people here. Leadership, personal development, business networking. There's 1,500 there. The Australian Entrepreneur Group, 1,100. and so on, right? So I've got a separate, like, almost window, and then what I'm doing here is I've got all the groups open in these separate windows, in these tabs. So this is language connection, and I can always see what's going on. Okay, well, what's next? Okay, next is we've got a lingo language exchange that's coming up. There's another one here. It tells you the date, tells you how many people are going, tells you what time, what date, how many people are going, how many days left to RSVP it. And then I go through here. There's another one. This is the entrepreneur group. There's 27 people going to this thing on Wednesday. I can't go because I'm serving a sentence where I'm only allowed out in the afternoon, but I've got to go do hard time in some fucking gay corporate office. But you know, that's just what you got to do. You know, these are the things we've got to do in order to push the boundaries, think outside the box, become successful. Yeah, and I will never ask you guys to do anything I'm not prepared to do myself. Yeah. Right? This should be evidence. Anything that I ask you guys to do, I'll do it myself, and I'll do it first. Okay, so that I can pave the way and answer the questions you guys have and concerns along the way about what you're about to walk into. I'll never tell you guys, or I'll never suggest a way to invite if I haven't done it myself. Okay, so this is important. So I won't tell you guys to go to these groups unless I've done it. All right. So, anyways, I can't go to this one because obviously I'm serving a daytime sentence in prison, so we're gonna do some time. But there's another one here, leadership, personal development, and look, 84 going. Are you kidding me? 7 p.m. on Wednesday evening. Ha! Ash is definitely going to that one, right? You know, look at this one, Melbourne Asian Australian Going Out group. 13 going, 4 days. Fuck me, guys. This is like a little hidden network of people. And look, are they going to be people that we would generally associate with? Probably not, right? But we've got to stop being such pretentious fucks, right? And we really got to look through. Obviously, you're not going to work with somebody that's just socially awkward, retarded 3 ways from Sunday, and has no sense of awareness, and is just not somebody that you personally can see yourself working with, right? Okay, why is Kane trying to call us? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can someone tell Kane to stop calling us? Alright, so the point being is that I've got that window up all the time, okay? And I've got all those tabs up there, and I'm monitoring it. Those are my main groups that I feel are worth actually paying attention to. And I'll go make it work. I'll go to those networking events. See, the story behind this is that I was doing a networking event in Hong Kong for a good 6 solid months, almost every fucking day. And there was like a month where I'd take a break because it was just so draining on my energy. But the person that I was back then was completely unaware. Like, that experience served to wake me up and help me understand that people want to be connected with. Okay, and I'm going to get into this when I go through the state changes and the power of persuasion and influence in a second. Okay, I didn't understand that not everybody. My birthday book says that I'm very open to things, and I don't get why people don't get such massive opportunities. For me, it's hard to understand, and that's where the empathy comes back into it. But listening to Tony Robbins, people want to be connected with. And see, I was going into these things just assuming, you know, like, you fucking stupid. Like, dude, this is such a massive opportunity. We're the only ones in Hong Kong doing this. But see, I violated the norm and the social norms of how to connect with somebody so that they understand what it is that you're talking about. I violated that. So, again, now I believe that if I had have hit those networking groups with Meetup, right, if I had hit them with the knowledge that I have right now, I feel like I would have gotten a lot of sharp, influential people from those groups doing the business in Hong Kong. Now, the victim will look at that and think, holy shit, what a wasted opportunity. What such a waste. I don't look at it like that. Wow, what an experience. Because now I've learnt what not to do when I go back. And I know that these meetup groups are a gold mine waiting to happen. So when I go back to Hong Kong with the knowledge and experience that I've learned from failing the first time, getting it right over here and going back with the method, I'm going to be all the more powerful and wiser to be able to help and guide the teams over there go back and do the same thing. So, you know, a lot of good come from that, a lot of lessons learned. The best thing is that those lessons have been learned already. Are there still lessons to learn now? Of course. We're going to learn them through doing this again, but we're not going to make the same mistakes twice. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah. So this is just another campaign to add to the list. Does it mean that we're ignoring the other ones? No. It just means we've got more things in our belt in how to build our network. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, finding people. You don't know who half these people know. They're different people from all walks of life. We could come across that one person who's just so connected over in Asia, over in wherever they're from, that they just know the right people and they blow this thing up for you guys. Okay? So let me go back to sharing my screen again with, where is it? So 2 secs. Alright, here we are. Alright, so I'm just going to share my screen here. Alright, so the tracker, I'm going to quickly just go back through it and really, really simply. Alright, so brand new invites, how do we get the numbers up? Well, we just went through that. So invite tool sent out, it's pretty self-explanatory. How many times do we present? Alright, you put the number there. How many times do we train anybody? Okay, so training is how many times did you personally train, you know, a new person, okay? Follow-ups, how many times did we follow up? Guys, this is the most important one. Did we get any new reps in? Did we get any new customers in? Tally it up, all right? The goal is to get this going so well that we're actually able to fill out these bottom 2 sections, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Are we all pretty well clear on that?
With the first one, Asher.
Yep.
The invites, is that, like, when I went down to Robina, I spoke to 26 people but didn't invite them at the centre, and then I invited 22 later that night. So do I put the whole 26 in or just the 22 that I invited for that day?
No, so you would only put in the people that you've actually invited.
Okay, so you just add those others that I didn't invite, add them to the list, and then invite them the next day, then put them on the tracker.
Yeah, build relationships with them, talk to them. Yeah. Like, the best way to get a random person in building a relationship is I don't even get their numbers. Or I might get their numbers depending on the context. But I add them on Facebook because Facebook is the biggest rapport generator ever because they go through and Facebook is sales and marketing 101. It tells your story. Are you a party boy? Who knows? Is that the kind of image that you're displaying on Facebook? Or are you somebody who's fun, interesting, and does fun and interesting things, and at the same time looks like they're creating something worthy of value and giving back, right? Look at Kyle's Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, enough said, look at Dave's Facebook. Right? Do you see Dave on top of, you know, bar stools with his tongue out, you know, with his pants down, trying to flash people? Like, you just don't see that kind of stuff, right? Can someone tell Kane to stop calling us? All right, cool. But yeah, again, your Facebook is the best way to generate a relationship with these new people. So, yeah, the main thing would be to transition them over onto that. Does that clear it up for you, man?
Yeah, that's way better because I found that out with like the first 6 or 7 I did. Wasn't getting a good response from them, so I went back and journaled it. Yep. And put it down to I was jumping in way too quick. So with the last probably close to 20, didn't get any of their numbers or emails or anything, just added them on Facebook and spoke to them through that way first, and it tended to be a lot easier. Like, I asked them if I could add them on Facebook, and they're a lot more comfortable with it.
Cool. Unreal. And how did you start the conversation? Were you like, hey, look, I'm doing this business, do you want to join? Or were you just like, hey, look, you know, it'd be cool to catch up and keep in contact? Like, what was your style?
With the flight center people, I tend to swing more towards the business side of things because they're already doing it. Like I go in and tell them that I know that you're in a commission-based thing already. Very similar to what I do. You actually probably be pretty good at what we do. And then they ask what we do. I network marketing. Have you heard of it? And then handle the objection if they have one. But not many of them had really heard of it before. So I say, look, well, I got a jet. I'll add you on Facebook a bit later, and I'll be in contact with you later today because there was massive queues up there, as you can imagine. The fucking shopping centre was rammed, and then bailed on it.
Nice.
Good man.
And then with like the sales people, like at the jewelry shops and that, I went in there and we're looking at like $1,500 to $1,000 watches and stuff.
Yeah.
Really trying to live the high life. Wishing I could buy them one day.
Excellent, excellent. And that's what you need to do. You just need to go in there and be smart about how you build the relationship and pique interest, and I think that's what you did. So add them to the list, keep building the relationship, and once they ask you what you do, you know, find that way in. If they already know what you do, you know, be like, just find interesting ways to get back on the topic, you know. I find the best way is just to keep on asking them about them and, oh, man, you know, like, okay, cool, and how did you do that, and what does that mean for you? I'm going to go through some certain questions and ways to influence and persuade in a second. I don't want to give it all away now, but these can be things that you can use for those guys as well. So, all right, cool. So I think it's pretty clear and evident that right now, more than ever, is that we all realize that, you know, our pipeline isn't where we want it to be, okay? But we're all making moves and we're all compounding and we're all constantly going out and looking for areas in which we can expand our network and build our pipeline, okay? So, you know, it's not like this is new to us. It's not like we've been sitting on our hands and feet. Everybody is trying. I understand that the compound effect hasn't taken place yet. We've got a few things in the works now to help you guys build the pipeline. It's just a matter of how strong can we keep our mindset from the emotional days that really want to knock us around a little bit, and take our energy and take our morale, and, you know, and how do we get ourselves back up when we've been beaten down, you know, because I know a few of you had a couple of rough weeks. All right, so all right, so why don't we, well, we've only got a few of yous on the call at the moment. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Is Kano still able to jump back in? You're muted, bro.
Sick. That was awesome. So he's watching on YouTube. If you want to talk to him, he's going to give me a call.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, awesome. So, you know, some of the hard questions I really think we really need to go over is what do you guys feel like you bring to the table? I think it's such a quality question, because it's going to really help me understand where your belief levels are at. So, Adam, you know, what do you believe you bring to the table when it comes to your health, man? Why you?
Well, I think the dedication and the work effort I'm prepared to put into this to make it succeed, because I know it can. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, it might work, it might not. I know it's going to work, and I've got to put the effort in to do it. So that's what I think one of my main strength is. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm willing to go out there and do it. I just got to get myself to the point where I can with talking to people and that sort of things. But the urgency is there for it.
And I believe that, 100% believe that, because I know you well. So, yeah, I believe your conviction in that. Mikkel, why are you going to be successful in this, man?
I think it's more for me is that I don't take any bullshit. Cut straight to the chase. If someone asks a question, I tell the answer. I'm not going to tippy-toe around anything. Yeah, I can see through people that sort of want to do it and do want to do it. My mindset's usually, except for last week, my mindset's pretty solid, pretty spot on. If people come to me with a problem, I tell them the answer. I don't just want to tippy-toe around them and tell them that, you know, everything's going to be okay and come give me a cuddle. Straight down the line, and that's, yeah, just be a straight shooter, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, work ethic's got to be strong.
100%, and I completely agree with that. And the one thing we never want to forget is tact. we don't want to sugarcoat anything, but at the same time, we always want to know how to connect and how to have that tact, so to speak. So yeah, awesome, cool. And what's your biggest asset? I mean, like, we just went through why you, like, if you had to narrow it down to one thing in particular, what one thing is going to help carry you through this thing?
This drive to these guys.
For what guys?
This one here.
I can't see. I can't even see you, man.
Can
No.
Oh, he's got.
Oh, yeah.
I can see both of them. We got a little fella there.
you?
Here he is.
That's all.
Awesome. Your wife's staring you in the face. Your wife's staring you in the face every single day, dude.
Exactly, man. So it does make it easier, and when you're struggling, they pull you out, but you don't want to see them struggle. So that's why you got a pretty high drive to push it.
Yeah. Yeah. Unreal, man. Awesome. Nick, why? Let's say Dave, right? Dave is where he's at right now. He doesn't need any more leaders, all right? But he comes across you, right? And he's decided that he's going to take a couple more people. But he can choose who he wants, right? Because he's fucking 3-star white diamond. He doesn't need anybody else's business, but he wants it, right? And it's between you and 3 other guys, but he only needs, one more. Why would he choose you?
Do you want my pitch or like?
Give me whatever you've got, man. But I just want to know the real answer, the one that comes from your heart, man. And obviously, I want to see where your mindset's at.
Right now my mindset's so because I'm doing a coffee detox. I'm struggling, but no, I don't know. To be honest, I feel I'll fight harder than any single person in my team for my team, and it's that simple. Literally, whatever Kano needs, whatever anyone in my team needs, I'll give it to them, and I'll just get the job done. It's as simple as that. It's like the guy last night actually, he said it pretty good. Was like he gets trained by the ex-military surgeons, and I think literally that's probably the biggest X factor I've got over anyone is that I literally trained with the SAS for 3 months, and just didn't even get to do half the cool shit, but just to see how they operate. And they're just hard. They're just hard motherfuckers. They just get the shit done. It's that simple. It's just like, all right, what it's got to be? All right, cool, you got to do it. You got to read 10 hours, you get it done. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
All the bullshit that comes in the road, it's 100% that. It's just bullshit.
Right on. So you would say that your core strength is that you're just relentless, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. That's a freaking hard one. As soon as I heard you asking these questions, it's like, I don't know. I seriously don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
I know.
cool.
I know where I'm gonna end up. I think that's the key. Is my vision.
Okay.
I know where I'm going. Just that knowing. Yeah, my vision. It's on my birthday book as well. That's my key thing on everything that keeps coming up is my vision.
Yep. And that's all right. So, and that's a really key point that you just brought up is that your vision. Look, guys, the reason why I asked you guys these questions is because they're hard to answer. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not easy. I'm asking you why you feel like you're worthy of this. I would actually would have been like, fuck you. Because I am, man. Tell me, like, prove myself to you. That's ego, right? And understanding now that I'm not asking these questions because I want to power play something. I'm asking these questions because I want to understand what you think, right? And I used to just hate anybody trying to feel like they had control over me, but I didn't understand myself well enough to understand that these people were just trying to help me. So, questions, guys, the quality of your questions will determine your life. All right? Now, I'm not religious, but I know that, you know, we've got a couple of guys that are in this team that are. I think that one passage in the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. Powerful. Because if you ask the right questions to get somebody to go into here and tap into an image that you've put into their head, okay, to help them form a mental image around what it is that you're trying to get to by asking the right questions, that is powerful. Ask and you shall receive. Question is, are we even asking ourselves the right questions? See, I'm asking the hard questions because I don't think that we've asked ourselves that question. Why am I worth it? Okay? It's not because I'm 6 foot tall, I love to work out, I can run this amount of distance in that amount of time. I used to beat all the guys in basketball. I'm a great footy player. I can jump like 50 meters in the air without a stick. I'm a hurdler. I can do 2 hurdles at one. You know, whatever. Like we're not measured by the yardstick of our accomplishments and what we have. We're measured by what's in here. Okay, this heart, soul. That's what you're measured by. But are we connected here and here together as one to understand who we really are? So when I ask you a question, why you? If somebody had to choose you, why? And it's not because I'm great at this, that, and the other. It's because I got heart, and I love what Nick said. Because I will fight for my team and give them whatever they need, no matter what happens. That's great. I still don't think that we've all thought about this question strong enough to then be able to come back to me and say it with absolute and utter conviction. Right? Understanding who you are is the journey we're on. Okay, guys, can't you see? That's what this is all about. Okay? So I bring this back to questions. Because if you can get really good at asking people the right questions, then you're going to be able to uncover what they're really thinking. Okay? Human beings aren't really that complicated as they're made to be. Okay? We just need to get smarter and more aware. And we need to be able to read between the lines. Okay? So Churchill said, I don't look at what people do, I only listen to what they say. Don't get caught up in the actions of what people are doing. Okay? It's the other way around. I don't listen to what they say, I watch what they do. Okay? Someone says to you something, you really want to believe it, but their actions lead them to do something else. Then you watch what they do, guys, because their actions never lie. People who bullshit can never stay consistent for too long. Alright? So, I wanted to just go into Dave's post, alright, really quickly, because it was just such a good post, alright? Hold up, let me get it up.
Is that the 100K one?
No, it's the other one, hold up. This one here. Alright, so you guys can't see that, so give me 2 seconds. Alright, is everybody here still? Yep, got you guys, we're almost done.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, let me know if you can see this post. Why?
Yeah.
And I'm going to read it out. Why is Floyd Mayweather so highly paid as a world champ in his height and his weight division, when so many other world champs barely scrape by on 100,000 right per year? How can one man be worth 100 million per fight and another world champ one of 1,000 of that? All right, because he is the best promoter. And understanding what self-promotion means, everything in life, guys, is sales and marketing. I remember listening to Drew Lawrence, and he's the one that does the readings for the whole company, Dennis and myself included, Kyle, Dave, and basically he said, you know what? You know, he who possesses the sales and marketing yoga can have it all. And he told me that, and I just found that so profound. Because being a promoter is having sales and marketing yoga. Having sales and marketing yoga means you have persuasion and influence. You have connection. Promoting is being able to sell yourself. Is being able to sell your ideas and have people want to follow you. It's being a visionary and a leader. So why was Arnold such a big name in bodybuilding? How did he go on to play in movies where 99% of bodybuilders are dead broke, right? Playing movies and 99% of bodybuilders are dead broke. He was the best promoter, and I still maintain he's one of the best I've seen. All right. So what makes a good network marketer? All right, it's someone who promotes everything. Now, my question to you guys is, do you know how to go through and promote each of these headings? All right. Do you know how to promote the training site in the best in the world? Do you even know how to compare it to other stuff? Right? If you have a look at half these other training sites from half these other companies, I'm not going to name names because I don't slander, they don't have half of what we have. These other health companies in Australia aren't even playing on the same level that we are. They don't even have the level of leadership that we have. They run silly little fit camps and they center it all on the products, right? You know, they don't have these training portals or leaders that have gone out independent of the company and gone in and created something for the reps to use, which is Run for White Diamond. All right? Promote credible people using the supplements. I mean, how many times have you heard me talk about the guy that I signed up over in Hong Kong who was in the UFC and the 1FC? He took the supplements and he was meant to lose 10 kgs a month before his fight in the Philippines. He lost 14 kgs and still had all of his strength to go in and break this guy's nose, collarbone, jaw, you name it. He fucked this guy up, right? Now, he said that usually when he's cut that much weight, he's lost strength. Wow. I signed up an Olympian in Taekwondo for the Beijing Olympics. She's never experienced products like this in her 15-year career as a professional Taekwondo martial artist. The growth of the industry, right? You know, Paul Zane Pilsner talks about this industry with network marketing, you know, to be the next trillion-dollar industry, especially for supplements, you know. He's saying that this industry is going to create more millionaires than any other industry. You know, can we recite some of that stuff? There's PDFs on this. I mean, we just need to go in and look at these guys, right? There's plenty of videos that we've been linked to. His name's been popped up time and time again, Paul Zane Pilsner. You know, like right now, we don't have a wants-based product. We've got a needs-based product because the state of the food and the state of nutrition worldwide is worse than it's ever been. You know, our team and our talent, other network marketing companies wish they had the lineup that we have, right? We basically have Jordan, LeBron, right? Fuck, who else? You know, like we've got Beckham. Think about all the top sportsmen and put them into one team. Doesn't matter what sport they're in. We've got John Jones in there as well, Brock Lesnar, right? We've got the all-star of all all-star teams. You just got to look at our leadership from top down, right? Nobody's playing on this sort of a level, right? Our timing. They say in the first 5 years will determine if a company's going to break or if it's going to make it. Now, we're at least 6 years into this thing right now. We're out of formation, right? We're out of the developing stages, and we're starting to get into concentration, which leads straight into momentum. Okay? This is in the slide that we use when we go in and we do the launches now. All right? This is a slide we used to use all the time before we started doing this. Our awards. All right? We got the #1 award. You know, the Ethos Award from the DSA, which is an indicator of momentum. One of the companies that got this indicator of momentum went from 20 million to 200 million in the span of 2 years. right? Our system, our uplines, our founders, the quality in the company and the products, right? You know, look, 50% of people will be jobless in 5 years. Talking about the economy, you look at our products and you compare them to all these energy drinks and these weight loss shakes. They're a fucking joke, right? Understanding how to talk about these things straight off the cusp, right, is the reason why guys like Dave and Kyle are so successful in persuading and in convincing and in getting people on board to want to do this thing, because it's naturally part of their language. They just talk about it, okay? Question is, when you guys talk about it, how much conviction do you have, right? It all comes back to preparation, right? And we talked about before, right? Belief comes from where? So you look at the Tony Robbins, right? Square box, whatever it is, or the loop of positive feedback loop, right? And it goes from having a lot of confidence, which transfers into belief, which transfers into taking massive action, which transfers into getting a really big result. But where does the confidence come from? And it comes from nothing but preparation, right? Like a day, I think I do at least about 4 hours of study a day, right? That's not even including talking to you guys or doing the tracking. That's just pure study, right? When I'm at work, I've got my earphones in, right? Because there's no one to really talk to at that point in time, because everybody takes their breaks different times, right? I've got my earphones in, I've got my book out, and I'm breaking down and I'm mind mapping. Let me just show you what I've done just in the last, couple of days. Let me show you the Tony Robbins stuff. Alright? So I'm mind mapping stuff out. So look at this. Alright? One page, this is the Tony Robbins stuff. Alright? There's another one. Right? And then it goes on to another page. Preparation. Why can I speak about the things that you guys ask me with such conviction and certainty? Because I just never stop reading. But there's a difference between reading and being able to apply it. So like my point is that, you know, we get the confidence from stone cold preparation and research. And Adam's like enthralled in it. He's deep into it. All you guys are. I use Adam because I've been talking to him a lot in the last couple of days, and he's like, man, I've gone through Pitch Anything. I'm breaking it down. Like, this kid's thirsty to learn, but that's what you need. But can you sustain it? All right? That's the biggest thing. So I just wanted to finish really quickly with the Tony Robbins stuff, okay? So we already talked a little bit about questions, and I'm just going to finish up real quick now on the questions. The thing that I've taken a lot away from what Tony Robbins talks about in that audio is, again, he goes over the positive feedback loop. The video that he talks about, he goes through that. So, you know, developing the confidence. Confidence turns into belief. Belief turns into massive action. Massive action turns into getting a result. And then the more that increases, the bigger the result, the bigger the belief, and it keeps on going around and around and around, okay? Well, his whole audio stems from this whole concept of, you know, what is your belief, okay? And then from that belief, how much confidence and conviction do you have? So he's got the 7 steps to getting the sale, okay? So I'm just only going to go through this really, really briefly, okay? All right. So first, the first step in the 7 steps is that we need to set the stage in our own mind. Okay, we need to visualize it. That's why we have a vision board. That's why we do affirmations. Because the power of visualizing something before it's even happened is very, very powerful. Okay, so set the stage in your own mind. Okay, and keep reminding yourself of it. Number 2, control the situation. Framing. Funny that all these top guys all talk about this in different methods, right? Pitch Anything, Oren Klaff, Tony Robbins, you know, and there's countless amount of other gurus and guys that talk about this stuff, okay? So, you know, basically it's your interpretation of who you want to take it away from, all right? Next up. So next up is, hang on, sorry, I've just lost you guys. All right, so next up is you need continuity to have power, okay? So basically what that means is that we need to have a consistency across the board with what we do. All right. Number 4, we need to get commitments. All right. We need to get people to get into the flow of, commitment and consistency. Okay. I'm not going to get too much into that. But number 5 is enthusiasm. Where is our energy? All right. And number 6 is sincerity. All right. How authentic are we? And number 7 is learn how to close. Okay. So basically, the main thing that I've really gotten from Tony Robbins, there's more, but we'll break that down later, is we really got to have a firm understanding of our own mindset, okay, so that when we talk to people, we're clear. The thing is that we haven't done enough preparation to give us enough confidence, to give us a strong enough belief, so that when we go into war, we're authentic and we convey an energy where people are like, holy shit, man, I just want to do what you're doing. All right? Influence and persuasion comes from a clear and concise ability to know what you're capable of. The only time that fucks up for us is when we go into a meeting and we're not clear. All right? So we go in and we're like, you know what? We got the best. We got the best company in the world. Like 100%. We have the best system. What makes you guys so good? Dude, we've got the best products. Look at it. We've got Super Greens, we've got Five, we've got Digestive Health. Like, these things, it's not a needs-based product, man. This is a wants-based product. Well, why would I want this? Dude, our leadership is incredible. We've got the best leaders compared to all these other companies. You lost me. You lost me because you don't know your shit. This is how I would have handled it. Okay, listen, man. I completely understand. You're a little bit nervous, and maybe you just think that this thing is a little bit of a joke. And I understand, dude. You're successful already. You're in corporate. You're making good money. Question is that satisfying? Is that going to carry you to where you want to be later in life? If I have to give you a little bit of insight into myself, man, I could have been a lawyer and I could have been making a lot of money, but at what cost? What's the point of having money if you don't have a purpose? The only reason why I ever wanted to get into making money, serious money, is because I want to take care of my family. As you get older, you start to realize that making money, unless it's got value and purpose behind it, what are you doing it for? Dude, we're not 18 anymore. We're not teeny boppers running around waving our Yahoo lasso thinking that life's dandy and we can go live that Playboy lifestyle, all right? This shit's real. You take a look at the economy, man. Robots are replacing people. We're always getting replaced by younger people with less benefits. And the chances are, in the next 5 to 10 years, we're not going to be making the same money we're making. Shit, 100K isn't even 100K anymore. Earning 100K is like earning 50K, like 5 years ago. How much longer can we go down this road? All this shit's unraveling right before us, but we're too blind to see it. Don't look at this for what people think it is. Look at it for what it actually is. I'm telling you right now, man, we teamed up on this thing. You've got billionaires, some of the most successful minds in the world, all saying that this is the golden era of network marketing. In the next 10 years, it's going to see unprecedented wealth, create more millionaires than any other industry. And all we've got to do is put our ego aside and understand this thing in order to go out there and do it the right way. I'm not trying to get you involved in a scam. I'm trying to get you involved in a fucking dream, a vision to build something worthwhile and help our best friends come with us, man. This is a legacy. This isn't pretend. This isn't make-believe. And this isn't something that I think is a joke, man. It's for real. Whatever it is, handle the objection, but I'm so clear. Fuck with me on what I think, and cool. I'll walk. Because I'm not here to impress, win you over. I'm here to play it and reframe it and help you see it in a light. But if you're so stuck in your ways that you still don't get that, then we don't want you. When you build a case that's so strong and they're still like, it's a pyramid scheme, it's this, that, and the other, that's cool. All right? But the thing is that that's letting you guys, that's shaking us. We think that we can win and influence everybody. It is sometimes just a law of averages, guys. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Even I lose some. Even the best pickup artists in the world, whether they're girls or guys, some girls go in, they're not always going to get the guy they want. Guys go in, they're not always going to get the girl they want. The best salesmen in the world aren't always going to land the deals they want, okay? But in the end, are they really the people that you want in your business or in your life? Understand that some people just don't see it right now, but that isn't a reflection on you, and that shouldn't then make you take your self-worth down a level because I didn't get that deal. We always need to have that strong conviction and belief that even if we don't get it, fuck it. It's cool. Did you guys see what I'm saying? It's all a mindset. It's all a game in your head. All right? So the biggest thing I took away is that the questions that you ask somebody can either put them into a positive state or a negative state. Hey, listen, man, I really, you know, look, I'm already with a health supplement provider. I really love these products. I really don't think it's for me. I really, really do appreciate what you've got. That's unreal, man. What are the best things about the supplements that you're taking? I mean, like, we both take supplements, so why don't we talk shop a little bit? You know, they're great. They clear me out, great digestive health, and they just make me feel really, 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 really clear. Oh, unbelievable, man. You know, like, supplements, that's what they're meant to do, so I'm really happy that they're, you know, obviously, you know, helping you in some way, shape, or form. What are some things that, you know, obviously, you know, that company could be doing better? Like, you know, are there any other products that you'd love to see in the range, or, you know, is there anything that you would like to see improved? I mean, like, I could list off 5, 6 things about, you know, the company that I'm with that I'd love to see implemented and improved. But are there any, you know, sort of thing, right? Ask these questions. Instead of attacking, ask the questions, get them to find the loophole in, or the problem or the issue in whatever it is that they've got. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then you can start to ask them questions as well on what's going on in their head, okay? So there's one good here. So this is called state change. So I know you're not interested in getting involved in this company, but if you were interested, what were the sorts of things that you would like to see in terms of you getting back out of this company? You know, like, if you were to join this company, what would you like to see in terms of, like, how much money would you like to be making in your first week, first month? You know, what are your kind of end goals? You know, is freedom important to you? When you ask these questions, you're putting ideas in their head. They've got to go in and they've got to visualize it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that questions are powerful, and the better we get at asking them, the better you guys are going to be at influencing. So remember, it all comes from a strong, compelling conviction in your own mind that you are a fucking weapon. Okay? You are all that in a pack of twisties. It doesn't matter about your age. It doesn't matter what you've done, where you've come from, what you have. It doesn't matter that this guy's a millionaire already and you've got nothing. All right? Because all the stories of the most successful people have all come across people like this, and you know what? They outshone them because their belief and conviction in themselves was enough for these other people to buy into them. We cannot be intimidated by anybody else. Conviction, confidence, belief, and preparation. You mix that together, you have a lethal combination for becoming weaponry at this business. Everything is a mindset. And then on top of that, you learn how to ask the right questions for them to mentally visualize what it is that you want them to think. You can direct people on what to think based on the questions that you ask. Okay, so it's time to get really, really good at this, guys. We've gone 5 minutes over, so I'm going to end it there. Obviously, you know, let's get on to tracking this week, okay? Always want to improve. I'm going to be talking to you guys individually, obviously, just about where you guys are at, you know, and help you guys develop a little bit more. I can see that a lot of you guys are starting to become stronger as leaders, as people, and that's really good. You know, it's great to see that you guys are growing and developing like that. So we'll do a few calls, talk about anything you want to talk about that we've gone over in the org, and obviously about these networking events through Meetup. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So cheers for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys all individually and just kind of see where you guys are at, and then we'll write the plan and the map for the next week and the weeks to come. Cool?
Awesome.
Love it. Cheers, man.
Yeah, boys.
All right. Peace.
Fucking